How's it going, everybody? Billy's Blues, it's Monday. Figured I'd do another video. I know you guys were anxiously waiting to get another video put out for this week, wondering when I was gonna drop the next one. So just a couple things I wanted to go over. Recent pickups. I did finally watch another movie that I bought, and just a couple of ones that I had been watching with Scary Movie Time already upon us. I've been trying to watch what I can. Don't really get, to watch everything that you want to. That's why I try to start in September, and, it leads into October, like I mentioned before. But I had the chance, my girlfriend and I actually went to go see Speak No Evil yesterday, and I had seen the original, and I had always wondered how they were going to do an American version of that movie, and I have to say I was pleasantly surprised. She liked it too. It was just her and I that went. I didn't think it was that appropriate for a family movie, so nonetheless, we went to go and see it. I really liked it. James McAvoy, pretty much anything he's in, can always know that he's going to give a heck of a performance. He does really well with most things that he does. I have yet to see something of his that I don't like. I know as soon as this video is done, I'm going to go downstairs and say, oh yeah, that's that one movie of his I didn't like. Anyway, if you've seen the original one and you want to see the remake, just go into it with no expectations. Just enjoy the ride. When the movie was over, I spoke to my girlfriend about some of the things that were the same, some of the things that were different. I really enjoyed it, and we'll pick it up eventually. I finally got around to watching Bringing Out the Dead. This, I know it sounds silly, but I was so excited to watch this again. It was sometime within, it was either this year or the end of last year. I was actually looking for this to purchase it and almost bought the Blu-ray. So I know I already went over this and discussed it and opened the open box and checked it out, but Paramount is doing great things. The transfer on this was amazing. I really enjoyed it. The clarity of the video, the 4K transfer was just amazing. The audio on it was even better. If you've seen this, you know that there's a lot of sirens from the ambulances. You're in the city a lot, so you're hearing a lot of New York City, horns honking, people swearing left and right. They did a really good job with this transfer, and it was awesome to actually see this again, because it had been some time. I think I said before, I don't think I've seen this since DVD. Either way, if you are considering getting this at all, or you're even just remotely curious, it's really good. I promise you, it's a heck of a movie. I feel like it's more of a character study than anything, in the sense that the story is more about Nicolas Cage and his suffering and the regret that he has had with people that he's lost, or a certain individual that he has lost while on the job of being a paramedic. Mark Anthony is in this, and I like him. I like his music. I think he did a great job, as an actor. But either way, Martin Scorsese very rarely ever does anything that I don't like. I'm not going to sit here and bore you and try and think of something of his I didn't like. I haven't seen every single thing that he directed, but either way, a majority of his movies I do like and I do own. But this made me real happy to be able to add this one to the collection. I finally got around to watch It Follows. I love this movie. It's creepy, it's weird, and that's me all over. I am a huge fan of this movie. Now I know, once again, there's a 4K version of this, I know. But with the amount of movies that I do get, I'm not going to keep going back and purchasing, these movies in 4K over and over again. The Blu-ray is fine for now, but I don't have any problem with the Blu-ray. I I think it's just fine. This movie, I love original thought. I love the originality behind it altogether. I know it was meant to, it was supposed to mean something else. I don't really want to get into the double meaning behind what the movie I think is trying to say. I'll just let you make your opinion up for yourself. But essentially, a young girl has an encounter with a young man, and afterwards, she becomes the target of a demon. And essentially, these entities start chasing after her. I thought this is awesome. It's just this should be, I think, on everybody's watch list for October. It was really, really good, and I kept hearing that they were supposed to do a sequel for it. Man, it was called like It Stays or It. Either way, I heard there was a sequel that was supposed to come out, and I haven't heard anything else afterwards. I should have looked it up to see what the sequel was supposed to be called, because I vaguely remember hearing about it. And I checked out Silent House. See my movie stop sticker. Had this for quite some time, even with the slipcover. This has Elizabeth Olsen in it. I actually like this movie. I find it very different. I know it's backwards, but here's the back of it. It's a short movie. It's an hour and 26 minutes. It takes place in a house, just like the title says, for a majority of the movie. It is one steady shot, from what I can remember. There's like in 1917, the movie, there's not that many breaks in it. It's just one steady frame, one steady shot, I mean. But this was actually surprisingly good. It gets a little weird in the end, but for a creepy movie, and it is loud. The transfer on this, just being a Blu-ray, it definitely was effective. I would check this one out again. I hadn't seen it in some time. I don't think this one is necessarily a must watch every single year, but if you've either never seen it or it's been a long time, I would definitely give it another try. If you think the movie stinks and is not good, let me know in the comment section below that you think this movie is terrible. Nonetheless, I enjoyed it, and it was a quick watch, and I got what I expected out of it, which was a decent thriller. Some of the ones that I have, this other one I did watch. Yeah, I watched this one also, the American Werewolf in London. I won American Werewolf in Paris. Can't talk today. Maybe it's Monday. I want the American Werewolf in Paris on a Blu-ray. Can't find it. It's on one of the streaming services. I did watch it recently, but I would like to have that next to this. The special effects that went into this were amazing. Yes, I know. There's a 4K of this also. But look, it's my movie stop sticker. Can you tell I've had these for quite some time? But this was good. I think it's older than me. Yep, it's older than I am. 81. And 1981, that is. But this came out even before I was born. I remember seeing this whenever I was younger. And the special effects still, I feel like, live up to this day. The story's amazing. A little bit of comedy behind it. I just don't feel like it ever gets dull or boring. Doesn't seem like it takes itself too seriously. I feel like if you're just getting into movies and kind of get an idea of where to start with horror movies, this would definitely at least be in the top 50 that I would suggest, to definitely check out. Some of the other ones I do want to check out soon are House of a Thousand Corpses. I got the trilogy pack here. And Devil's Rejects, Three from Hell. Three from Hell was okay. I feel like they just kind of tried too hard to be edgy and, demonic and Satan and all this other stuff. Where, House and Rejects, it was all there. The movie's not; those two movies are not polite at all, and they're actually somewhat, especially the sequel, is to me is just a little bit of a difficult watch with some of the content that happens in it. But it's scary movie time. It's here for a reason. When Thanksgiving comes along, then I'll switch to the rom-coms. Till then, it's full steam ahead. And I won't bore you too much with these, but I definitely want to check out Evil Dead 1 and 2, the original ones, at some point. I know there's 4Ks of this. I remember seeing it, thinking, oh, I'll get it one day, and now I'm pretty sure it's sold out, or it's either that or it's going for a lot more than what it originally was. This week's pickups, and by this week, I mean Friday, which I did a short video of it already, but Bad Boys came out. I just got the regular Blu-ray. I've got the other 3 on regular Blu-ray, and I had the other 3 since before 4K was a thing for me, at least. There's the back of it. I haven't seen what the it's the same thing on the without the slip. My Walmart just doesn't care. They'll put these movies out. Apparently they don't get fined. I'll keep going back on Fridays or Monday mornings and seeing what they got. It blows my mind. This one was surprisingly good. They're definitely getting old, and I know that because I am. And so I look at myself thinking, I know my age, so they've been doing movies way longer than I've even been alive. So maybe not that long, but you get what I'm saying. Point is that they're getting up there in age and they're still doing movies like this. There was one part, I'm not going to say necessarily everything that happens, that I really liked. All I'll say is it wasn't the main characters. That's all I'll say. There was a pretty cool scene in the movie, but this was entertaining. You can definitely tell that it's a different director, with Michael Bay not being around. I'm pretty sure Michael Bay didn't direct the third one either. I feel like he has a certain flair, the explosions and the fancy gunfights and his camera angles and whatnot. But I still enjoyed this one. I'll definitely give it a rewatch sometime soon. Long Legs. Good God, man. I enjoyed this one. I just hear such divisiveness about it. Either people are saying that they really liked it and they thought it was super awesome, or they're saying, no, it sucked. Why'd you try to compare it to Silence of the Lambs? All this stuff. I just appreciate Hollywood putting out a movie that is an original thought. I didn't know that Anthony Perkins' son was the one that had wrote and directed it. But I saw this in the theater actually with my son, and I enjoyed it. I definitely want to watch this again because I feel like there was stuff in the theater that my son was pointing out. He was like, "Did you see that? Did you see this?" And I'm thinking, no. So I definitely want to give it a rewatch. There's certain things in the background, I guess, that I did miss. There's a young lady here that I don't know what's going on in the back. She just looks like, I don't know, she just might need Jesus. That's all. That's all you need. Yep, just read your Bible. Maybe put the knife down. But I haven't even opened this yet. It's weird it didn't come with the digital code, because a buddy of mine hadn't seen this and thought that I could give him the digital code, but alas, there is not one. Neon is putting out awesome movies. Right now I'm watching Cuckoo. I rented that, and actually I'm about to finish that today. But I've started the first hour of that. I'll talk about it more once I finish it. It's okay. For now, at least. Maybe I'll change my mind, once it's over and once I finish the movie, then we'll go from there. In the short video also, I talked about having the movie The Stand. I had to get the Steelbook. I enjoyed this. I know it's older, but I remember seeing this a long, long time ago. It came on TV. It's definitely going to take me some time to watch this. It is 6 hours long, so don't expect a review for that one anytime soon. 6 hours. What I probably end up having to do is watch. There's 4 parts. and they're each an hour and a half. So I think I would have to watch like one a day, and then I'll get back to you. I know did I talk about this? I don't know. I got The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Arrow Sale. I'm pretty sure I already spoke about this, but it's in my pile of movies to watch. I think the next one I really want to see is, or watch again, is Longlegs. I'm excited about that one. There's a couple of movies coming out in the theater that I actually want to catch in the theater. I want to see Smile Part 2. I think that movie's going to be awesome. I liked the first one for what it was. It was your basic, generic horror movie, and I thought it was fantastic. But just want to do a quick video, let you guys know that I'm still here, still around. Walmart just is okay with selling movies. I don't know what that was. It was a fly. Walmart's okay with just selling movies on Fridays. Works for me, I guess, for to see how long that lasts. But yep, I think next week there's not really too much that I'm getting, at least, but I still want to do some recommendations and with horror movies and let you guys know what I've been watching. So I'll be around in the next couple of days or so and do another video. Until then, I hope you guys stay happy, stay safe.